Hey everybody, Andrew Buck Michael back with another round of your weather bucket questions. By the way, go to my Facebook page and let me know if you have any weather questions with this post, and I'll be sure to add them to the weather bucket. Got a few questions coming in from Don about landscaping, what to do about the frost on the grass. You can mow the grass now that we've had a hard freeze. It's not really going to grow anymore. So if you cut it in a day when you're a little bit above freezing in the afternoon, it'll pretty much stay there the rest of the season. Also asking about her hostas and raised garden beds. You can cut that back now. Typically, I don't pull too many plants out of the garden, especially if it's going to rip out a lot of that soil. You want that soil for next year. Another question coming in from Nancy. What determines the size of hail? Great question. It all comes down to the speed of an updraft in a thunderstorm, because it takes up any water droplets, freezes where it's colder in the upper part of the thunderstorm, falls again, but if the wind speed's high enough, it keeps circulating in the storm, slowly building on another layer of ice onto those ice pellets, and eventually it gets too heavy, and that's when it falls down to the ground. One final question here. This was from Chime In. Tammy's sending in this photo asking, what type of cloud formation is this? Based off of the single photo I have, there's a couple of options here. First option is maybe a little bit of snow is falling from the clouds and it's evaporating before it reaches the ground. Another thing that it might look like is if a plane is flying right underneath of those clouds. Keep in mind, clouds are just wispy water molecules up there that are condensing. When it flies underneath those clouds, typically it makes a little turbulence. Sometimes they can punch through, look up hole punch, and it punched the thin layer of clouds, and you'll get a hole in the clouds because of that wind when the airplane flies through that. So those are the two options that I probably would guess based off of that photo. Keep those questions coming in, and I'll add them to the weather bucket for next time.